Welcome back to Man on a Beach. I'm here with Lyn and with Phil at Southwold. Phil, what does the beach mean to you?
It means different things in different seasons, but in the winter, today, it's peace and tranquility, and it's almost a nothingness out there, which is part of the attraction for me, and particularly at this time of year. Someone stopped me years and years ago and caught me just staring out, and he said, he plucked up the courage and he walked up and he said, "What are you staring at?" And I thought for a second, and in the end the answer was, well, I'm actually staring at nothing. And really, for me, that's the whole concept of this scene. It's unlike other scenes in Great Britain. There's nothing to look at out there. There's no headland. There's no huge craft going on. So for me personally, it's the peace of tranquility. And at this time of year, you just get the odd distraction, like a bird, seagulls on the groins. You get the odd dog walker and the odd walker, but it's distractions that happen infrequently. Not like the summer. It's just enough to take your eye off things and not that we ever get bored, but just that outside distraction makes it just right for me.
Thank you very much. Lyn, anything to add?
Well, yes, I agree with Phil on what he said. But to me, in winter, I love the change in beach because the sea can never, it's different every day. Tide comes in and out, of course, but it's not just the tide, depending on the weather, how rough the sea is. It'll bring the stones up or it'll take them away. And the formation of the sand can be different every day. Sometimes it may stay the same for a week. Sometimes it can change overnight. So that's one of the things I like. I also like to be able to go and walk along the water's edge. It's just there. I haven't got to walk out miles out to sea. Again, today it's smooth the sea, but when it's rough, it's also great, especially when it's a bright day. So, have I got any more to add to that? I'm sure there's plenty.
I can add one thing. It was a personal thing. It's just the fact that we live in Southwold itself, and we haven't got a garden as such. We've got a courtyard. So this is my garden. That doesn't really take a lot of maintenance at all. You could just stand there and enjoy it without having to do anything at all. So really, that's another thing. One more point. It's not just these lovely days like you've captured today. You come along with the sun. We come down here in the winter as often as we can, wind permitting. And you don't have to be outside to enjoy the sounds and the views either. Very often, when the weather is almost awful, where you hardly get anybody coming from any direction, we just draw the curtains back, shut the doors. We've got a fire in there that we light up just to take the chill out, and we can still hear the sea, especially when the tide's in and it's slapping up with the wind up against the prom. And that's in a different view altogether. However, it's a winter scene, but from inside and behind the glass, also equally as nice as sitting out.
And listening to the sound of the birds, really.
Sound of the birds.
Oh yes, because it's quiet, so you hear them more when there's people about.
Let me just show people your hut and your stove.
Oh God, it's not on, obviously. It's not today.
I'll just go backwards a bit.
It's a life support machine in the winter.
There we are. What a lovely spot. Okay, I'm going to say cheerio.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pleasure.